good place. The labor market is solid, and inflation has moved closer to our 2% longer run goal. At the Fed, we are intently focused on our dual mandate goals given to us by Congress: maximum employment and stable prices. Turning to the recent data, the economy has been growing at a solid pace. GDP expanded at a 2.3% annual rate in the fourth quarter of last year, extending a period of consistent growth that has been supported by resilient consumer spending. Recent indicators point to a possible moderation in consumer spending relative to the rapid growth over the second half of 2024. Further, recent surveys of households and businesses point to heightened uncertainty about the economic outlook. It remains to be seen how these developments might affect future spending and investment. Sentiment readings have not been a good predictor of consumption growth in recent years. We continue to carefully monitor a variety of indicators of household and business spending. Turning to the labor market, many indicators show that the labor market is solid and broadly in balance. The jobs report released this morning showed employers added 151,000 jobs to payrolls in February, and the unemployment rate ticked up 0.1% to 4.1% last month. Smoothing over the month-to-month volatility since September, employers have added a solid 200,000 jobs a month on average. The unemployment rate remains low and is held in a narrow range between 3.9% and 4.2% over the past year. The jobs-to-workers gap has narrowed, and the quits rate has moved below pre-pandemic levels. Wages are growing faster than inflation and at a more sustainable pace than earlier in the pandemic recovery. With wage growth moderating and labor supply and demand having moved into better balance, the labor market is not a significant source of inflationary pressure. For inflation has come down a long way from its mid-2022 peak above 7%, without a sharp increase in unemployment. A historically unusual and most welcome outcome. While progress in reducing inflation has been broad-based, recent readings remain somewhat above our 2% objective. The path to sustainably returning inflation to our target has been bumpy, and we expect that to continue. We see ongoing progress in categories that remain elevated, such as housing services and the market-based components of non-housing services. Inflation can be volatile month to month, and we do not overreact to one or two readings that are higher or lower than anticipated. Data released last week show that total PCE prices rose 2.5% over the 12 months ending in January, and that core PCE rose 2.6%. We pay close attention to a broad range of measures of inflation expectations, and some near-term measures have recently moved up. We see this in both market and survey-based measures, and survey respondents, both consumers and businesses, are mentioning tariffs as a driving factor. Beyond the next year or so, however, most measures of longer-term expectations remain stable and consistent with our 2% inflation goal. Looking ahead, the new administration is in the process of implementing significant policy changes in 4 distinct areas: trade, immigration, fiscal policy, and regulation. It is the net effect of these policy changes that will matter for the economy and for the path of monetary policy. While there have been recent developments in some of these areas, especially trade policy, uncertainty around the changes and their likely effects remains high. As we parse the incoming information, we are focused on separating the signal from the noise as the outlook evolves. We do not need to be in a hurry, and we are well positioned to wait for greater clarity. Policy is not on a preset course. If the economy remains strong but inflation does not continue to move sustainably toward 2%, we can maintain policy restraint for longer. If the labor market were to weaken unexpectedly or inflation were to fall more quickly than anticipated, we can ease policy accordingly. Our current policy stance is well positioned to deal with the risks and uncertainties that we face in pursuing both sides of our mandate. Before I conclude, I'll note that at our last FOMC meeting, we began our second 5-year review of our monetary policy framework. We will consider changes to our consensus statement and to our communications as part of this review. The consensus statement articulates our framework for the conduct of monetary policy in pursuit of our statutory goals. We will consider the lessons of the past 5 years and adapt our approach where appropriate to best serve the American people to whom we are accountable. The 2% longer run inflation goal will be retained and is not a focus of the review. This public review will be familiar to those who followed our process 5 years ago. We will hold outreach events around the country involving a range of parties including Fed Listens events. We're open to new ideas and critical feedback. We will host a research conference in Washington in May. Our intent is to wrap up the review by late summer. Thank you very much. I look forward to your questions.
What do they care about feedback, or what do they care what we have to say? Like, what if Chair Powell print money, pump the markets?
All right. Thanks for that. Before we get into the current conjuncture,
weird.
Is there anything more you can share about where you think the framework is going to land? It was nice to hear the parameters that you laid out, but is there anything more that you can say beyond what you just?
Good question.
Sure.
What do you think, Chair Powell?
So I said there are two things really. There's changes to the consensus statement, and then they're looking at really our post-meeting communications. We're going to look at those two things a lot. And as it relates to the consensus statement, which is also known as the Statement on Longer Run Goals and Monetary Policy, therefore it needed a shorter name, we are going to be looking a lot at the changes that we made in 2020. So if you go back to 2020, what we had was we'd been at the effective lower bound for 7 years. We never got rates above 2%. We were at 1.5% when the pandemic hit. And the feeling very much was that if even a mild downturn came, we'd be back to the effective lower bound, maybe again for years on end. So we were looking for ways to try to minimize the likelihood of that. And a pretty standard result in the research was a kind of a makeup strategy. That's what that was. So the framework changes that we made were very focused on the importance of the effective lower bound problem, which was thought to be the big problem at the time. And those were the changes that we made. And we thought that those issues would be persistent, but the universe had other ideas. And the pandemic arrived just a few months after we implemented the framework and really changed the whole mixture. And effectively the idea of an overshoot, of a modest overshoot or moderate overshoot of inflation really became irrelevant. And we were back to the regular framework, and we did what we did, and you have the results today. So I think we'll be looking at, for example, the focus in the consensus statement. We'll be looking at the focus that we had on the effective lower bound. It's probably not the base case anymore, but it's probably still relevant. We'll be looking at shortfalls, which is an interesting idea, and there are different ways to express that. And we'll be certainly will also be looking at the idea of having a moderate overshoot of inflation over the 2% target following periods when inflation has been low. We're looking at all of those things, and again, I expect to be done, by the end of the summer. On the communications, particularly our post-meeting communications, we're going to take a close look at the SEP and also compare ourselves to what other central banks around the world do. And this will be a couple of weeks from now. We'll have our second meeting, and I think we'll be done in time for sort of the end of the summer.
Okay, that's great. Let me pick up on this question about the level of prices versus the inflation rate. Economists spend a lot of time making the distinction between the rate of change and the level. I'm not sure that the public fully understands this because you see these surveys about how frustrated people are with inflation. Inflation now is not that different than your target. It's above, but not meaningfully so. But do you think that price stability needs to take into account how far you were away from the objective? And if you've had a big run up and the level remains high, even if the inflation rate is back to normal, is that something we need to reconsider?
What the public experiences is the prices of things. And the prices of things went up a lot in 2021 and 22, and to some extent in 23.
And 2020.
And when we talk about inflation, we're obviously talking about the rate of change now. But the public's not wrong. They are experiencing high prices, and obviously you can have a great labor market, but if people are really struggling because of high prices, that's what they're really going to feel. So they're right about what they're saying. In terms of, I don't think there's any need to redefine price stability. I think you can always go back to the way Alan Greenspan said it. I won't get the exact words, but everyone here knows the idea is if businesses and households are making their economic decisions without having to consider the possibility of high inflation, that's price stability. I don't think we need to rethink inflation the way we deal with it. I don't think we need to reinvent price stability. So,
Okay. Okay, the elephant in the room. Economists normally assume that a tariff is passed into domestic prices. And as the Secretary of Treasury said yesterday, that would change the level of prices once, but wouldn't mean anything for inflation a year later. If we're looking at what happens over the next year, how would we know if the conventional view is not correct and that it's leaked into something more troubling?
so I think that start with the general thought is that if there's a spike in prices, that's a one-time thing that is going to go through the economy, then it's not appropriate to react to it because our policy by design will reduce employment and activity, and it would not have really been needed to be done. So you look through those things if you can. So if you put that in the context of tariffs, you know, I think if you look at where forecasts are, look at the blue chip, look where everybody's forecasting some inflation effect from tariffs. So it's very likely that you know that if tariffs are imposed, and let's remember we really don't know what's happening yet. We're at a stage where we're still very uncertain about what will be tariffed, for how long, at what level.
Yeah.
We're going to have to wait to
True.
see all of that. But the likelihood is that some of that will find its way. You know, it'll hit the exporters, the importers, the retailers, and to some extent the consumers, and we'll see what that is.
Some
And
extent.
in a simple case where we know it's a one-time thing, you know, the textbook would say look through it. But I think the situation you would want to also be sure of a couple of things. One just is that if it turns into a series of things and it's more than that, and if the increases are larger, that would matter. And what really would matter is what's happening with longer term inflation expectations and how persistent are the inflationary effects. You want to look at all of those things, and you'd want to remember the current context, which is we came off of very high inflation, and we haven't fully returned to 2% on a sustainable basis. So you got to put all that in the mix as you make this decision. I would point people back to 2019, you know, when we had the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act, we had lower immigration, and we had regulatory policy under President Trump in the first regime, and you know, we wound up cutting 3 times because growth weakened so much. So there are many effects of tariffs. And as I pointed out, it's really the effect of all of these policies that matter for our policy. It's not simply what's happening with tariffs. It's what's happening with growth and all the other things as a result of these broad changes in economic policy, not just tariffs.
Okay, just to put a point on this, I think I know what you're going to say, but the usual rule that economists hold is that when an uncertainty is high, we're gradualist. And I'm wondering whether you view that as the right benchmark or anchor to think about.
I view it as the right benchmark or anchor for right now, and that's because the costs of being cautious are very, very low. You know, the economy's fine. It doesn't need us to do anything really, and so we can wait and we should wait. I think there are cases where uncertainty is high, where that would not be the case, where the costs of going slow might be high, and those would be, for example, you know, if inflation expectations were clearly under pressure, or if you're at the beginning of the pandemic and uncertainty is unquestionably elevated, but you nonetheless act very aggressively because of the potential cost of not doing so.
Okay, that's interesting. But I'll ask a couple more conjunctural questions, but there's a lot of people in the room here that are very curious about what you want to say about the Basel III endgame. So that's inside baseball, but people's wallets depend on this. So you want to say anything about that?
Sure, absolutely. So our view at the Fed is we very much intend to complete the Basel III endgame. And we think that's very important. We think that the Basel Accords really are important to set sort of minimum standards for international banking around the world. And we expect that we will. We're kind of on hold until the U.S. banking agencies are really back up and running with new leadership. But once they are, we fully expect to get back to that work and complete the Basel III endgame. And I have a good reason to think that we'll be able to do that.
That's good news. Um, Another little bit of inside baseball, but there's been a lot of discussion in the last few weeks about changing some of the statistics that are emphasized about the economy. And the Commerce Department recently disbanded the Federal Economic Statistics Advisory Committee. And I know during COVID, you felt like there were many indicators of the economy that were kind of broken or not so helpful. So do we need to worry about whether the Fed's ability to do its job might come into question because of deficiencies in the statistics? And are you already, let's do that. I'll ask a follow-up.
Yeah, so there's two different things. I think it needs to be said that the government data we get from government gathered data we get from the Bureau of Economic Analysis and the Bureau of Labor Statistics is incredibly important and really the gold standard for data. Being able to track what's going on in the economy is very, very important, and it's something that the United States has led in for a long, long time, and something we need to continue to lead in. It's true that survey responses have gone down, and that some of the data have become more volatile. That just means it's something we need to keep doing and invest in. So I think that's important. On the pandemic data, that's a different thing. You needed to measure things like how many people are going to restaurants, how many, you could look at open table data and things like that. So there were lots and lots of pieces of data we were getting about that showed how many people are coming back to work, riding the subway and that kind of thing. And that was important. It turns out all that data isn't super relevant except in an emergency. The other thing is, though, at the Fed, we've always for some time now, we've been trying to work with these very large data sets that are available in real time now, for example, from credit card companies and things like that. And trying to use these new and vast data collections in a real-time way, is something that's really helpful.
Okay, I was going to ask you
We're
about
taking
whether or not
hits.
there's
We're taking hits.
some favorite
Data.
private sector statistics that you think everybody should be looking at, but it sounds like you've just given us a hint on that. Let me ask a couple longer term questions.
We're taking hits.
I know you're not in the job of reflecting yet, but when we look back at the rise of inflation and then its decline, what do you think the lesson's going to be about what we've just lived through?
Yeah, so I think it's actually still early to say. I think the question of what happened and why, and what all those questions around the events of the pandemic and the inflation and the efforts to bring inflation down. Economists are going to be battling over that for long after all of us are gone. But I would say a couple things. One thing is just that the tails are fatter than you think. However fat you think the tails are, they're fatter than you think.
Oh, I thought they're so fat.
Human
though.
nature is, we always talk about uncertainty and how we understand everything's highly uncertain. We say it all the time. The tails are fatter than we think. So nobody saw the pandemic coming. Obviously, it wasn't reflected in our framework. When it came, we just went back to the old framework and dealt with it. But it was, there's always possible. That's one thing. Secondly, I think if you look, I talked about this at Jackson Hole last year. If I look back and it looks to me like what you had was a global burst of inflation everywhere at the same time, and it largely, you got to look at global factors, and it amounted to very strong demand, stronger than we thought. I don't think we had, the forecast error was two parts. Part one was demand was just stronger than we thought. It really was. We had in mind the recovery from the global financial crisis, and instead we got this really high-powered response, expansion, recovery. So the other side is the supply side. The supply side was constrained. We lost 8 million workers, and it took a long time to get them back. And it was also all of the supply stuff that was happening. That took longer than we thought to unsnaggle. And we'd never seen it before. We knew in real time that it was going to be really hard to get that right. But so those two things created inflation globally, and central banks stepped in, and pretty broadly, we're back to, close to mandated inflation and employment close to the natural rate, not just in the United States, but everywhere. So in a way, the framework worked, but I think we learned some of those lessons, and we'll still be learning them.
Okay. One other question in this direction. The U.S. has actually had the fastest recovery of all the major economies. And do we understand why that is? And does that, there was a question in the last panel about Y star and potential growth. Do you think that we are learning something now about what the speed limit for the economy is, or is this just happenstance?
We're taking hits.
I would put down
This is
the
live.
I
You're
would put
in the
down the
Zoom
US's
call.
outperformance to three things. And the first is just one would be structural characteristics, and that's more flexible labor market, highly developed capital markets, culture of innovation, rule of law, all the things that make this. And we have a venture capital industry. Other countries are trying to do early stage financing out of banks. That's not going to work. So all of those things make us account for 40 years of productivity. That's double Europe's productivity. It increases. So that's thing one. Thing two is just population. We had a big population increase in 22 and 23, and that doesn't help with per capita, but that moves top line. And what was the third thing? Oh, productivity. Productivity. So we had a really significant burst in productivity, and from a range of factors, you can never tell exactly where it's coming from. Some of those factors suggest, this gets to your last question, suggest that productivity will be kind of a one-time event. So, people were wound up automating a lot of functions in retail, and because people didn't want to work in retail anymore. But that may just be a one-time thing. Technological developments, on the other hand, might give us years and years of productivity. So there are a whole bunch of other things, and so we don't really know how long this burst in productivity will be sustained. But I think I never expected to see productivity this high for this long. And our staff is marking up their estimates of potential growth for now and taking some signal about the future. You won't have that population thing going forward, but productivity has been really strong. And I think it does actually raise, at least for the relatively near term, the level of potential output.
Okay, that's good. Okay, 30 years of teaching Booth students, I've learned you have to end these things with a fun question. So who's your favorite central banker? And I'll give you a hall pass on anybody that was on the board while you've been there.
What defines favorite central banker?
Question is that
living?
No one has one.
You can constrain to living, or you can specify dead.
Well, I mean,
this guy is such a nerd. I like it.
I'll take the easy route and say Paul Volcker, whom I did know over time, and pretty obviously in central banking, nobody wants to be working in a central bank when inflation is really high, but everybody who works in a central bank knows what they have to do when inflation is high. And he set the gold standard for that. That is the thing. Most of the time for 40 years, we haven't had to do that. It's just kind of demand management through a regular cycle. But when you have very high inflation and you have to do this is why we're independent. It's not for the good times. It's for the times when we're doing something which may be unpopular. That is our assignment. And I think Paul Volcker kind of established that. That was really not quite so clearly established at the time. So I'm going to go with Paul Volcker.
Okay, I'm going to out you on a private conversation, but I don't think you're going to mind too much, which is the Cork Center that hosts this event has a bunch of experts panels of economists where you can go ahead and answer a bunch of questions. They'll tell you who your favorite economist is. And Jay Powell's favorite economist is Anil Kashyap.
Let me tell you, it's a true story, and that was not a happy day. To learn that,
They're nerds.
Anyway, well, thank you,
too.
and we're so glad that you were able to be here and share your thoughts. And
great,
so,
thanks very much.
Yeah.
They must have some kind of audio program running like I do, because you can't hear the clapping, and I think people laughed at Chair Powell's awful jokes earlier, but you couldn't hear that either, and that's how my software works. For those of you tuning in during this, guys, who are like, it's not live or what, we literally are in their Zoom call. Let's raise our hand because it's over. Let's see. I hope they pick on us. They won't. But we literally got into their Zoom call. Look. Workplace. The meeting has ended. Like, We got in. This is the second time we've been able to kind of sneak into these things just by being prepared. That's right. So if you watched that, I don't know, that was, it is what it is. It is almost 1 p.m. At 1:30, so in just 30 minutes, the first U.S. crypto summit will be taking place at the White House. There is, at the moment, no official confirmation that it will be broadcast live. Not yet. Trump did give a little bit of a remark earlier. Literally, as Chair Powell started talking, he likes to do this to Jerome Powell. But that has ended. So that is clearly not like transitioning into the summit. What we're going to do is we're staying live. We're going to cover it, even if we're just covering during the time. We'll be live. If you guys find a link, now you have to be careful. There are a bunch of scam streams out there that are like giveaway scams, whatever, that are running some kind of AI stuff, AI generated crap. That's not real. That's not it. Be careful. No one is going to double your Bitcoin. Don't send your Bitcoin to a QR code you see on YouTube or whatever. Zoom, it already shut down. It's already over. Take your name. Cow to stubble. I can't pronounce it. Gavali, right? But if it does go live, we will have it right here. I'm searching. Anybody in the chat. We have the mobile chat live, the mobile stream. If it's a tall, thin stream, that's for phones. We also have the main one. The main stream has 3,500 viewers. You can join us over there. Has anyone seen if there is a link or an official announcement or anything? Start at 3. So here's the thing, Loco. Trump is set to speak at 3. However, he wasn't set to speak an hour ago or whatever, 45 minutes ago. And he did. But Trump speaking is after the summit, is an hour and a half after the summit. Every verified source said the same time for when the summit was going to take place, and that was roughly 1:30 p.m. East to 5:30 p.m. East. 3 p.m. might be, I think, is when Trump's speaking, though. I don't think that's when it actually starts. He's set to speak earlier. Oh, interesting, because my kind of important things of the day calendar did not have that. Mahadi, you found me randomly. You like my vibe? Thank you, sir. This is the vibe we always present. We are a chillin', vibin', crypto covering YouTube channel. That's right. When everybody else gets crazy, we like to keep it cool. Is the summit finished? No, Thomas Vine. It has not started. He's speaking right now, and now armchair it ended. Mobile stream is decent. First time using it. Yeah, it's for phones. Just for phones. If you're on a PC, probably don't want to be watching over there. Let me see here. I'm searching a few sources, Twitter, anything. If it's not on Twitter, Trump ain't speaking. What? The Wolf of Wall Street is playing off the grid. What is he? What is going on here? No, I don't see it. I don't see it. The Trump a dump. Yeah, so far so good. We're taking hits though. We're taking hits. I'm keeping my eyes peeled. Let's see. Keeping my eyes peeled, but man, yeah, see, look, Trump speaks at 3. CryptoCraft doesn't even have the summit on here, which is interesting. They're usually really good about this. I kind of doubt it's one of the lower severities. No. I don't know. This is all very confusing to me. Pump bar bags. Pump it. Daddy trumpet. 250% tariffs for Canada? What? Is it really? Bro, when's Trump going to speak Kea? He actually just spoke. We were just watching Chair Powell. He was speaking before Chair Powell. Trump posts on Sue. That's true. He does post on Truth Social first. But you guys got to keep me in touch. We have thousands of live viewers on the mainstream. Collectively, we can make sure that we know before anybody. What market manipulation is this? I know it feels terrible, doesn't it? We haven't done too much on the chart side today. Let's take a look at the dollar. Dollar has had a really, really rough week. Looking to close its 5th day, all 5 days of this week red. I think that it opens to green next week. The dollar finally retraced to our target here. Support at 103.66. This is our 618 retracement. I think we get a bounce. I'm not really confident above 106.5, but I think that's going to be over the next few weeks. Let's see, that's March 3rd. Yeah, this whole month has been just down for the dollar. Really kind of surprising sell-off there, at least with that kind of strength. The dollar does not commonly move like that. Once in a blue moon. What's up, Sergio? I see you guys subscribing. Keep the subscribes coming. I don't know why this disappeared. Oh, there it is. I'm having technical difficulties today. Technicals. There it is. Luke Watson. What's up, Luke? Hold up. Give me a sec, guys. Why am I being such a butt? Don't be such a butt. There we go. There it is. I figured it out. And immediately it did it again. Dang, y'all keep coming. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I knew today would be a spicy stream. Let's get it. I appreciate everybody tuning in, especially for the first time. We just hacked into, no, we didn't hack in. We were just in the Zoom call for Jerome Powell, Chairman of the Fed's speech, interview. It was all right. It wasn't the best. But we have just a little bit until the US crypto summit starts. This is a historic first, Zoom to a historic first for crypto. We've never had this happen. I've been tempering your guys' expectations on this pretty much all week. We probably know what's going to happen. We already heard about the strategic reserve for Bitcoin and then the altcoin stockpile, let's call it. We already heard about that. That seems like they kind of let the cat out of the bag early. Hopefully that doesn't deflate the energy. Hopefully it doesn't kind of rob us of our excitement here. Hopefully there's more to come, right? Hopefully they have more involved. In fact, here's something of use for all of you tuning in while we kind of burn time. The confirmed updated list of industry names are going to be there. GOP Majority Whip Tom Emmer, Rep Brian Steele, Wisconsin's first. I don't know. I'm not going to do the senators and stuff. Chris Dixon, general partner at A16Z. Okay. Fred Thiel, CEO of Mara Holdings, a U.S. mining company. That's cool. Mike Belsch. Dude, there's a lot of people going to this. They said this was like a round table. I'm starting to think this is not such a small round table. This seems like a lot of names. The CEO of BitGo. You know what? I'm not going to even name the names. I'm just going to go with who they are. Brad Garlinghouse, Ripple CEO. Former CTFC chairman and senior counsel at Wilkie Farr, whoever the heck that is. CEO of Falcon Network. Some of these people have like 3,000 followers on Twitter. And I'm not shit talking people just for having a small amount of followers, but it seems odd that there are people that are like, let's be honest, kind of so unknown that are at this roundtable. Where's my invite? Donald Trump. Bring Crown Town. Also, offer goes out for Jerome Powell as well. The CEO of Anchorage, Nathan McCulley, don't know who he is. Chris somebody, the CEO of Crypto.com. Tyler and Cameron Winklevoss, the Gemini founders. Vlad Tenev, Robinhood CEO. The CEO of Kraken, the exchange. It's like all the U.S. exchanges so far. Michael Saylor, thank God he's there repping us. Needs no introduction. CEO of Coinbase, Brian Armstrong. CEO of Wisdom Tree Funds, Jono Steinberg. What's up, friends? I see you subscribing. Give me a sec. We're just going through the confirmed list for the Crypto Summit that is about to start up here in 20 minutes. Co-founder of Chainlink. It's kind of interesting. I didn't expect that, Chainlink. Let's see. Brian Brooks. I don't know who that is, but he's also confirmed. Just says Brian Brooks, also confirmed. U.S. Comptroller of the Currency USOCC. What is that? I've never heard of that. It's weird that some of the people going are like CEOs or founders of projects that I haven't even heard of. Managing partner at Multi-Coin Cap, Kyle Samani, don't know who he is. Co-founder of World Liberty DeFi, Zach Wicktoff. Exodus CEO, JP Richardson. Co-founder of Paradigm. I can never pronounce that word. Matt Huang, and CEO of Bitcoin Magazine, David F. Bailey. So an interesting mix of U.S. exchanges, U.S. CEOs, project kind of founders. What is excluded here is we don't see any Vitalik Burtons. We don't see any Charles Hodgkinsons. We really don't see like the big name. We have a co-founder of Chainlink. I'm going to be honest. Co-founder of Chainlink, not quite the names that I just listed there. It's interesting who's not going. I kind of would have expected different names, question mark. Who should be there? Who should be there? In chat, who else should be there? I didn't list, or I listed everyone who's confirmed, but who else? Can I post a link to the list? Yes. Honestly, I just closed it, I think. That list, you know what? I'll just pull it up again. It'll take 1 second. Yeah. Really good source for this kind of stuff, my friends. Eleanor Tourette. She's a journalist. I forget. She's a journalist somewhere else. Where was it? Bloomsburg? I guess not there anymore. Fox Business. She's a really good source for this kind of stuff. She's very accurate. She doesn't just post BS. My biggest complaint about Twitter, just everyone's just posting BS and everyone's copying everyone's BS. It's getting traded around like it's real and it's not real. This is the list. I'll put a link in the chat here. I don't know if it's that important, but I'll throw it out there for you. George Soros. Fun story. Eleanor Tourette, before she got big, she doesn't follow me. Before she got big, she was going to come on our channel. Still invited, Eleanor. Still invited. She's going to come on our channel back with the ETF stuff. That's where she picked up her popularity and fame in the space. And then it just didn't happen. And then I think she got a little too big for us. I think she didn't have time for the old crown crew. It is what it is. It is as it is. I messed up the mobile streams screen. Hold up here. Well, I have time to fix it before everything gets crazy again. I guess I'll do it like that. Kind of looks janky. Sorry guys for the jankiness, the jankitude. Haven't had the mobile stream up in a while. What's up, Anthony? Let me see who's subscribed here. Anthony Kansu, VPK, Remy Zenger, MQ, Murtaza Quas, Karan, Jubar, Sergio, Luke, Mansour, Alex Thunder, C. Gardia, Dub Sun, Trentster, Love, Andrea Birdie. There's a lot of them. There's a lot of new subscribers. Hell yeah, fam. Keep them coming. If you're new to this channel, guys, we cover all kinds of stuff in crypto. We are the home of the FOMC. We invented the Federal Open Market Committee stream. We're going to be covering that on the 19th, of course, but we invented it. We're the first ones doing it. We now cover a bunch of crypto stuff like this summit that is about to take place for the first time. We're a great channel. We're very focused on investing and trading, but you don't have to be an avid investor or trader to be here. That's right. We like to just chill as well. What should we look at? We got to burn some time. I kind of thought that Chair Powell would end really well timed with the summit. That was not the case. What do I think about prop firms? I'm not a huge fan of them, man. Their business models seem weird. What? The trickery. What is the trickery? Please tune in to Strategy Official YouTube channel, the official countdown. Hosma, what would an official countdown be? Like, what? We can count down. This is the official countdown. This is the official countdown of the crypto summit, of the first one in the world, in the United States, at the White House. This is the official one now. We invented Chair Powell, that is true. David Schwartz. Yeah, dude, David Schwartz has to be there. Maybe he just wasn't on that list because it's a given. He was the one like tweeting about it. Wild. Marlon Brando, 2 different streams. Yes, we have a very thin, tall stream up today. That would be for mobile phones. If you're on there, you can stay there if you're on a mobile phone, but you can join us over on the main stream. If you go to the channel page, we have 3,000 concurrent live viewers on the main. The chat's popping. Anticipation is high. Waiting for this crypto summit to start and to see what happens. Market reacts. Since Chair Powell spoke, kind of moving into this summit, dollar kind of seems like it's gaining a little strength here. Short term, very short term. Bitcoin, not really looking great, honestly. Not the dollar looking better than Bitcoin at the moment. We're on the 1 minute chart though. Don't worry. Don't worry. Dang, subscribers everywhere. Everywhere. Holy smokers. I keep having to adjust this because I was not as prepared as I should have been to have the double stream. But what's up, Prometheus? I see you. Wait, that wasn't it. Alan, I am. Robert Frank, E. Berglund, India M. If you subscribe, your name will pop up on the stream and this number will update in real time. See? I'll shout you out. Okay, my focus and attention is back. I did not sleep last night. This has been a hell of a week. Music? Yeah, I could use some tunes. Tunes until it comes back on. 1 second chart, not looking great. That's true. Meme coins, good or bad? I think they're doing pretty bad, my friend. Pretty bad. Take out a low cap Calvin? Maybe. What's up, Johnny C? Ryan, Ronald, Kaboosh, Blockchain Buck, JC, everybody holding. I miss Gina. Speaking of Gina, the next FOMC, March 19th. 10 days from now? 10? 12 days from now. It's already scheduled. It's on this channel. You're going to be there. GameStop. I want you to tune in. I want you to tune in. Why would I tune in there? We're on a stream waiting for it to start. I don't understand. That doesn't make sense, my friend. Why would we do that? Can you short Bitcoin, Amit? Of course you can. Go for it. I'm going to turn on some tunes here real quiet in the background for me. I need a little break of the silence, okay? It's a little too quiet with and all the blings. There's too many blings. Keep blinging, though. Keep subscribing. Good. All right. Let me know if it's too loud. Should just be slightly under my voice. There we go. Get a little energy going. What's up, Simple Jack? Gina has an OnlyFans now? I don't know. Let me know. Shoot me that link, son. What's up, Jamie? KJM. Stanley. Obi-Man. Safe Moon Strategic Reserve incoming. Sure. Neither. Chris Anderson. I don't know what that means. But yeah. What's up, 100 Air? TC for Fed Chair. Super Chairman. Super Chairman. Thank you, man. I appreciate you. Super Chairman Tom Powell, my friend. Greetings, Tin Man. Keyshawn. We have less than 15 minutes now until the first U.S. Crypto Summit takes place at the White House. We're learning minute by minute what this means. If it's going to be live, it's not going to be live. We don't know. Oh, man. Blockchain bug. Blockchain bug. I just quit nicotine. Blockchain bug getting on nicotine. I guess is Lyme disease. It's helping him. Get it, brother. Lyme disease is a terrible, terrible thing. My condolences. My heart goes out to you. Any relief you get, worth it. I just quit nicotine. Kathy Wood said AI agents are the future. Dude, AI at the moment. Man. AI at the moment it just makes pretty sentences, guys. Can we check the Safe Moon chart? Wait, did someone say Safe Moon? Like, is there a Safe Moon? Did they say Safe Moon Reserve? Stop simping? Never, WebDeb. Never stop simping for Gina. She's never coming back, is she? Is there a confirmed broadcast of the Summit, Romeo? No. No, we do not know yet. We will find out together. We'll find out together. Let's long Trump? No. No. That's a rug. Now you're saying MicroStrategy official channel saying there'll be less. No, dude. Hamza, are you referring to, are you talking about the scam giveaway streams? Are you trying to get me to bring up the scam giveaway stream on my stream? The one where Elon Musk is talking? Like, seriously? I really, really hope that you're being genuine and I hope you're being genuine and like just confused and maybe falling into a scam and not trying to scam here. Yeah, bro. Let's do this for the knowledges. This, gotta be careful not to mouse over it. This right here, it has Trump and Saylor and Elon and Brad Garlinghouse on it. That is a scam, bro. Look at the channel name, Base Geek. Base Geek. Base Geek is not the channel they would have that on. CoinDesk. I can't even like find it, like these places you're talking about. Look at how many CLR cut. What is that? Dude, there are so many scams. There's so many scam streams out. Be careful, guys. Do not send your Bitcoin or crypto to any like QR code on Twitter or on YouTube or Twitter. No one is ever going to double your Bitcoin or your Ripple or nothing. That's just the oldest scam in the book. Sorry. We all love a good giveaway. True. There's also one by the channel Strategy. You can rename on YouTube your channel instantly. Like I can rename my channel right now to Strategy if I wanted. Yeah, you got to be careful. The scams, they want your coins. They want your coins. They have botted viewers. It's fake. Just be careful, man. You got to be smarter than them. Honestly, at any point, if Elon Musk is talking, if Elon Musk or Michael Saylor or Brad Garlinghouse are talking on YouTube, it's a scam, especially if there's a QR code in like the background or something. It's a scam. C-SPAN has a stream. Let me check. YouTube doesn't pull them. It's not a hill I want to die on. YouTube does, but the scammers, dude, they just put them right back up. They have access to like thousands of channels. They just put them right back up. Let me see. YouTube, C-SPAN. This mix is bumping. C-SPAN is not live right now. They're not live. Dance party. Dance party. Oh, please don't strike us, C-SPAN. Their stuff started playing. I don't see it on C-SPAN. Does anybody have a confirmed link? Yeah, we're gonna be here either way. We're gonna do more charts, I guess. If can't find it, I'm searching. We have thousands of people. We have 2,750 people in the mainstream. We have 10 minutes until this summit starts. Crowdsource it. If anybody can find the link, it's us. I'm gonna ask Grok again. Grok searching Twitter. As of today, there's no widely confirmed information available regarding a public broadcast of it taking place. You would assume that this would be covered. You would assume. Keep an eye on news outlets. White House is digital. Well, I mean, I have the White House. I got their channel pulled up. If they go live, we'll know. The White House YouTube was literally live today. Live earlier today. I was like, they never go live. I guess they do. You guys know this? The White House has a YouTube. It has 2.3 million followers. And they live stream like every day, apparently. I just followed them today. I didn't know that. Crow. Why did people want to look at Safe Moon, bro? What was that about? Safe Moon's delisted everywhere. Why would you look at that? Caspa? Caspa's been struggling. This is Safe Moon version 2. Is that even the same thing? Yeesh. Damn. This isn't down 90%. This isn't down 90%. This isn't down 99%. This is down like 99.9%, dude. This lost 2 zeros. If you're buying this stuff, man, I'm sorry, you deserve whatever happens. You've earned the outcome if you buy that. The outcome does not look good. Not much confirmed about anything. I know, it's annoying. Trump is always late, that is true. But I'm telling you, there's a chance, baby. Trump live in 2.5 hours. Yes, that is what I'm seeing too, 3 p.m. That he will be live at 3 after the summit. SafeMoon is the new SafeMoon bought by new owners. Bro, why would that matter? Why would you want to buy that? Who cares if it's bought by new owners? SafeMoon was like just not a good idea to begin with. It already rugged. The model of it was a rug. I don't know. Why would you care if there's like a new one? Why would you want? Because the last one went so well. Sorry, I don't want to like rip on you that bad. Why Fox News live title soon President Trump? Because that's what we're looking for, brother. Algo. Dude, be careful, guys. If you're tuning in, you're looking through YouTube. I pulled it up here. Tons of scams. Just scam after scam after scam streams. Watch. We'll do it together. CoinDesk. Okay, the one at the very top here, not a scam. CoinDesk, not a scam. This one underneath it, maybe scam. Maybe. It's hard to tell. It's hard to tell because there's no QR code visible, but Trump is not currently live speaking, so at best it's dishonest. Live now from Fox. Soon. Yeah, soon. Soon. Okay, this one has a picture of Elon on it. Immediate. Guys, I'm giving you $1 million lesson here. Picture of Elon, scam. Don't even look. Picture of Elon, scam. Picture of Brad Garlinghouse, Elon, and Taylor, and Michael Saylor, scam. What else we got? Oop, here we go. Here's one. Right here, scam. Scam. See this one? This one right here? This one? This one's us. Not a scam. The best. Look at all those. Look at the me's in the background. Yes, not a scam. Damn, why are we so far down though? We are so far down that list. Be careful. Those are just the ones that showed up when I looked, guys. Do not send your money to YouTube streams. Am I streaming from my phone? You're on the mobile stream, who dat? You can join the main stream. We got almost 3,000 concurrent live viewers over there. We looked at Polygon yesterday. We did, and it did not look good, my friends. Polygon, not looking good. We are not a scam, I promise. Who isn't, Ronald? We're not? No, we're not. What's up, Brandon Hall? Do I hold any of the top coins? I have some of all of them, yeah. I stack Bitcoin. That's my priority. My prerogative. You're not even trying to click? No, dude, I didn't want to Chino, so why would I want to click the scam streams so that then the scam QR codes are on our stream? Why would I do that? Why would I try to click them? What's the point of the scam stream, Chris? They have little QR codes a lot of the time, and it'll be like, send your coins here, and like, we'll send you back more, or like, it's just something where you send them money with some kind of promise, and you believe it because there's like 50,000 live viewers and Trump's talking. It's just all fake, dude. It's all fake. Don't fall for that. BT stacking is the name of the game. Elon Musk is streaming on one of them. That is, dude, if Elon Musk is live on YouTube, it is a scam. You don't even need to go farther. Elon Musk live on YouTube, it's a scam. And there is a timer. Well, 5 minutes. Yeah, it'll say something like scan your QR code and like double your money. That's what it'll do. Watch the mouth, dude. It's even if it was synced up, doesn't matter. Scam videos, nah. RS Miller, you can't grab people's IP address. Like, I can't grab your IP addresses for joining this live stream. You would have to like hack YouTube. Picture of Tom Crown with Gina, scam, but a sexy scam. Sexy scam. The kind of scam I can get down with. We're Where were we? Where were we? All right, we got 5 minutes. I think the summit's in 5 minutes. Should you take new coins or old coins? Honestly, right now, Bitcoin, just Bitcoin. But Elon was telling me, dude, Elon has so much money, he would never scam me. That's not a scam, that's a scandal. I like that. I like that cap or die. XRP prediction. XRP running into that resistance again, man. Dude, it's hard right now. I need to see Bitcoin make a move, dude. Like with where dominance is, and then you look at XRP, and this isn't just XRP, but a lot of tests to that same support, lower high, man. Things are not looking good, but that doesn't mean that they can't end up good. This whole market is waiting for Popcorn. Popcorn needs to pick a direction. You can get IP addresses by sending a link to your target if they click on it. Yeah. But yeah, typically you can't do that like through YouTube or through Discord. You hitting the vape at new all-time high? Hell no, bro. Hell no. I quit vaping. I quit vaping over 3 months ago. You guys saw me vape live on this stream for almost 6 years. Quit vaping 3 months ago. I ain't never going back. Doesn't matter what number we hit. Doesn't matter what happens. Done. Think Trump coin is a rug pull. I said it was a rug pull day 1. We are now here on like day 60. And I think that aged pretty well, right? I think that aged pretty well. Day 1, it's a rug. Got listed on exchanges. It went down 86%. I lost some money on this. I put I think I put $1,000 total. For me, that's not the end of the world. For some people, that's too much money. Way too much. Some people, that's nothing, right? I put in what I didn't really care about. Just had some fun sitting around. I mean, I didn't lose it all. It's worth something now, but you know, probably like $200. I got scammed there with you. Got scammed there with you. I just wanted to be part of the rug, even though I called it. Picoin. Picoin doing interesting stuff. One of the hardest things I've ever done is quit vaping. Amen, Jones. Amen, dude. I was kind of a nasty person for a little bit there. I think I did my best not to show you guys. But dude, for like, I don't know, a few weeks, I was not very nice. I was not very nice at all. I had very little patience. Very little patience for people's bullshit. That's what I gotta say. All right, this summit is now supposed to be happening in 1 minute. Not even 1 minute. Here's the thing. Trump is always late. If Trump is part of the meeting, this is just meta alpha here. If he's part of the meeting, it hasn't started yet. It will start later than 1:30. But we're going to mark on the chart where this started. Has anyone found a link? I don't know. What's up, Ronald? Thank you for the 5, my friend. Thank you for everything. Let's go, chat. Stay good. Cheers to you, my friend. Will the summit be live? So here we go. We have 3,000 people on the main stream, 400 on the mobile stream. I don't know how many on Twitter, don't know how many on Kick or any other platform. We have a lot of people. Everyone right now, together, I'm going to do it too. Take to the internet and let's see if we can find a real stream. If Elon Musk is speaking, it's a scam, remember. If there's a QR code in it, it's probably a scam too. I will say, not a great sign. The White House's YouTube is not live. They were live earlier today. They're not live now. Not a great sign. What's up, Dan Mullen? I see you subscribing. That's not good. Let me see. I like how I type in live and the first results aren't live. That is how much these big news stations get favored over our content. We invented the FOMC stream, and now every time we do an FOMC, look at this BS is at the top. Every single FOMC day, you'll have all these like mainstream medias. You have to go down how far to even get to alive. Okay. Fox has soon President Trump cryptocurrency White House event. Yet is clearly that's not what we're seeing here. Canadian and U.S. mayors conference over trade tariffs. Seems not yet. This one, scam, big scam. See this one's CNN, and what's weird is it's a CNN network. There's no QR code, but Trump isn't live speaking, so at best shady, right? Weird. They're pretending it's live. Oh wait, no, I take that back. There is no live tag there. Here we go. CNBC TV 18 broadcasting the Zoom call that we were in with Chairman Powell after the fact, pretending it's live. Shady at best. I don't know, man. This is not looking good. It's not looking good for a live feed. We can look at the market. We can see how the market reacts, just knowing this is taking place. Trump will speak at 3 p.m. or something, whenever it gets to it. Summit time, fake out incoming. All right, let's go. What's my X at? My X at is at Tom Crown Crypto. I know it's a terrible at. It's like the worst. X.com/ it's the link's in the video description. Should be. It's on the channel page. If Ripple sells its lawsuit, 150 million worth of XRP, could the Treasury then revalue XRP? Hank, I don't think that you can revalue XRP like that. Yeah, that's not how that works, Hank. I like where your brain is at. The U.S. government could, if it wanted to, print a bunch of money and buy Bitcoin at market price across all exchanges, and it could pump the price of Bitcoin to the moon, and then in theory could potentially end up with enough liquidity to pay off a lot of the debt. I think over time, all the debt. They're not going to do that though. Not until they have to. What's the playlist to Papa? I just have a mix up. Shout out to Da Vipa over here. Blasting the tunes. EDM mashup. I'm vibing too. What was it saying? The U.S. could, in theory, print a bunch of money, buy Bitcoin, push the price of Bitcoin up. Bitcoin could, in theory, have enough liquidity globally to actually something happen. You can't just revalue XRP's price and pay off debt. You'd have to have buyers at that price. My argument, though, is I think Bitcoin would have buyers at that price. U.S. started doing that. I think buyers would come in from around the world. It would be a race to the top. Where TF is Summit Live vibe? I know. I'm looking. But yeah, let me give it another search. We have 3,200 live viewers on the main stream. No one has provided a link. No one said they found a live link. I'll tell you what, that's a scam. If that's not broadcast live, that's scammy. I'm gonna use this. Is there a live U.S. Crypto Summit broadcast right now? It's not looking good. Search for Fox. I looked at Fox. Fox doesn't have it. Fox is LARPing. Fox has just some unrelated people talking and they're pretending it's that. Does not appear as of right now to be a live U.S. Crypto Summit broadcast actively occurring based on available information. Today is the scheduled date and 1:30 is the scheduled time. Trump is set to speak at 3 p.m. On PBS or CNBC, which may cover the summit, but they certainly aren't right now. Let's check. Did somebody check PBS and CNBC? Not looking good. Associated Press. You guys tell me. Is there a link for the live web? We're looking for it, bro. It's supposed to start at 6 minutes ago. Look at PBS. So live stream, yes, they say in 80 minutes, but what they're referring to is Donald Trump is speaking at 3 p.m. Yes, at 3 p.m. Donald Trump is speaking. That we know. but that's not the conference. Yes, CoinDesk is also live, but CoinDesk also does not have a link. They do not have a feed. CoinDesk has been live for hours at this point. They've been live for hours, like doing a pre-show. I think they had Peter Schiff on there earlier. Let's pull up their stream for a sec. Okay, well, I will say this. They have 2,000 viewers. How do they have 2,000 viewers? This is their stream. What? I'm going to put a message in here. We're streaming. Summit viewers must pay a 25% tariff. Oh, that was the funniest comment in there. CNBC News has one. I don't think they do. CNBC News. I don't see it. I see CNBC has a live marathon of 24/7. You're missing the live stream, boys. Golf, where is it? Literally nobody has produced a link. Hello, it's live on BitGetX. No, it's not. No, dude. You guys are falling for freaking scams, bro. You're falling for scams. There is no official link. There's no official broadcast. I'm telling you. PBS says live in 82 minutes because Donald Trump is speaking in 82 minutes. Here's what we can do, though. Right here, right now. Look at right here. This dotted line is when it's supposed to have started. Bitcoin on the 1 minute chart. Maybe getting a little jazz under it. A little jazz. You can't find the link. I know. I'm looking. I'm still looking. I'm just... All of the lives that are claiming they have this right now are scams. I'm telling you right now. Yep, the most anticipated crypto live summit ever. And we're covering it right here. Yeah, CNBC News watch Trump. Dude, Trump isn't speaking live right now, though. That's the problem. If you actually watch that stream, it's probably a recording from earlier. Because Trump is not currently speaking. I actually typed in exactly, copy-pasted what you wrote. Nothing. Nothing popped up. What? What even is that? It's like a 12-hour video and it's Trump talking. It's on repeat. Fox News is covering some like town hall. ABC News is talking about a U.S. crypto reserve, but they don't have a feed of it. Bloomberg Television, anything? No. This sucks. I feel rugged by this. Do you guys feel rugged by this? You think it's from the White House YouTube channel? Well, we were on there earlier. I don't think they're live right now, though. They were earlier today. This is what I'm getting at is lots of places are playing this stream. Trump was live right before Chairman Powell. Well, during. And it was live on the White House stream. But that ended. And lots of places are essentially playing this and claiming that's the crypto summit. No. Just made it here. What's up, Seth? You didn't miss anything. How's my dog? She's doing good. The live stream when Trump starts speaking, sure, but that will be like it'll be over. It'll be over. No specific X stream is confirmed or widely advertised. Yep, I agree. Canceled? Is it canceled? To be real. Do I have another one? Anthony, we do. We do. No, that's real. There are 2 streams live on our channel. If you go to the channel page, you will see this. Whoa, I hate Windows 11. Yeah, these are both real. One has 500. So we have a mobile stream. Very thin, very tall. 500 people watching over there. Shout out to all you. Make sure you're tapping that screen, hitting the like button, subscribing. And then we have the main regular stream. That's 3.2 thousand. I was going to change the thumbnail. You know what? I will. Even though it's kind of disingenuous. of this stream once the summit started, but there's no feed. We're still looking. We have our eyes peeled. If anyone's gonna get this feed, it's gonna be us. We were in the Zoom earlier for Chirpows. I changed the thumbnail. Forgive me for my clickbait, for I have sinned. You got the wrong time. No, Ion, you got a wrong time. Can I use AI to help? I could just do not ever scan a QR code on YouTube, but I can use my imagination to help us. It's a room full of old white guys. It's stuffy. They're CEOs of crypto businesses in the United States. They're talking about how rich they're going to be. Fox Live doesn't have it. I love you, Bam Media. I love you too, bro. You're sending the link, Tempo? Well, you can't send links in here. It'll censor them. But you're sending the link to what, bruh? There's no feed of it. Trump will speak in 74 minutes. We can stay live for that time. We can stay live till then. Bro, shouting out elephants. What's up, Mr. X? I know you. I remember you. I know who you are. You didn't even need to clarify. What's up, brother? You are over on the mobile stream. This is the mobile stream. I'm going to type in it. This is the mobile stream. A little sunny as well, Brand. They don't make them anymore, actually. They used to be blenders, then they were Wear Me Pros. Now I got to find a new vendor. This is the last existing pair. These could be worth $1 bajillion. Crypto Daddy, there it is. There is the main one. There it is. Back in an hour and change. That's fine, J-Day. Info from where about 3 p.m. That is just scheduled. 3 p.m. has been scheduled today for Trump to speak. That has been on the docket all day. 3 p.m. President Trump speaks right here. He's likely going to comment about the crypto summit, yes. But while we weren't promised that the crypto summit would be broadcast live, I feel a little rugged that it's not. Or at least it's not yet. But guys, I think it's pretty safe to say it's not gonna be. Right? I mean, I'm still looking on Twitter, on X. But if it's not on X, that's like where it was announced. I don't think it's anywhere. Let me see. Nah, nobody's got a feed. There's a bunch of scam streams, guys. If we're live, I mean, look, we're live, even though, man, I can't find a stream for it. I want to watch it. But even if we can't show you it, because it maybe doesn't exist, what we can definitely do is hang out. But also warn you guys about all the scam streams that are out there right now, pretending they have a feed, that are trying to get you to send them money. If Elon Musk is talking, probably a scam. If Trump is talking right now live, probably a scam because he's not speaking live right now. If it's saying you should send them crypto, it's a scam. It doesn't matter if they have 50,000 or 100,000 viewers right now on the stream. It's a scam. It's fake. Yeah, 200,000 viewers, but they're all bots. It's not real. Crypto Crowdman says it is closed doors. It does seem to be that way right now. It does seem to be that. Loving the scam chat. Dude, I could yell this all day, every day, and still it wouldn't be enough because people still get scammed. Tell us about security and separate computer for email and YouTube. Separate computer if you're a creator, yeah, that's a good practice. Or just don't click links or attachments in emails and use 2FA and everything. Deepfake, I'm not deepfake. Yeah, if Elon or Trump are talking live right now, it's a scam, it's fake. 1 BTC for those sunglasses, Seth. If you were not joking, I would take that offer. Is there a link to watch a live event? Right here is the best we can do because there isn't one. CNBC has a live standby. Yeah, a lot of these channels are like posturing for this. In an hour and 15, Trump will speak. They'll be live. A lot of them are like pretending it's live. They're pretending Chirpow is live. Chirpow's not live. Bummer. I just feel so rugged. I'm sad. I rugged myself. I mean, we covered Chirpow, so I guess I just wanted it to be broadcast. I like transparency. We stick with you? That's right, Zeno. It's a closed meeting. I love how everyone's saying this so matter-of-factly now. Like 16 minutes after it's supposed to have started. Nobody was saying that earlier. No one was saying that yesterday. Things are scheduled for 3 o'clock because Trump is speaking at 3. Powell was live, actually. If you go back on this stream, you can use the DVR and go back. We were in the Zoom call. We were in the actual Zoom call for Powell. White House has a planned live stream for later? No. I mean, it is planned for Trump to speak at 3, yes. But their YouTube itself does not have one now. Does not have one like scheduled right now. They were live earlier. Trump on the live you're watching. Yeah, he's not live though. It's not though. It's probably from earlier. Summit is not streaming. As we're finding out in real time right now. The summit started 17 minutes ago. Nope, it's not live on Fox. I'm sure they'll have his speech later. But nowhere on YouTube. There is no feed on YouTube that has this summit. It's super bummer. I'm glad we did get to see Chirpow speak, but it's a super bummer. I was like really in. I know. One of the reasons I'm like, yeah, maybe we'll sit here is I'm vibing on this music too. If it wasn't true, why would I be so beautiful? Wasn't Elon just speaking? No. If Elon is speaking on YouTube, it's a scam. Am I running 2 YouTubes? Yes. Two streams? Yes. If you go to my channel page, you'll be able to confirm that. Don't trust, verify. Not even me. I changed the thumbnail too. Forgive me, for I have sinned. Viewership has actually gone down since I changed it. You should change it back. You can only find fake ones, yeah. Joshua Gravios, do I work? What do you mean do I work? What? Where am I getting music from? It's a playlist on, or a mix on YouTube. Here's the mix. Davipa. Elon coming on my show? Never. What time does the summit start? Summit started 20 minutes ago. Unfortunately, I guess it's closed doors. Check Discord. Okay. Checking Discord. Hold up. You can join our Discord, discord.gg/TomCrown. Is it filtered messages? Okay, yeah. I appreciate you sending me that, Howard. So it is legit. At 3 p.m., Donald Trump is speaking. However, that is like after the summit. You're hoping there'd be a broadcast of the summit. Does not look like it is. It's not live right now. Fox is not broadcasting it right now. They're broadcasting something. When Valhalla now. I feel so rugged. 6:30 to 10:30 Europe time. Yeah, 6:30 Europe time is 20 minutes ago. Europe time. I like that. Bitcoin not really moving here. Kind of was hoping for some volatility. Some Friday volatility for the Friday jams. Our prediction of Bitcoin aging really well here. You would love if the top chart was US dollar and the bottom was Bitcoin. That is what that is. Except Bitcoin was on top. Where did that go? That's what this was. This is Bitcoin on top and the dollar on bottom. Not a lot of movement here. Not a lot of change. Who's got the best weekend plans? Is every Bitcoin event just buy the rumor, sell the news event? Bob Saget, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Is everyone? Maybe not. Maybe that's a little exaggerated. I have a good answer for this. Hold up. Okay, got a good answer for this. When events in markets, and especially Bitcoin, but events in markets that are forecasted out or have a specific date, have a kind of like an execution time, right? So let's say the halving is an example. Like, you know when it's going to be, it is predictable, you can count on it, etc. When markets have these things, what happens is that market participants have an idea in their brain. They say, this will be this way, or this will be that way. This will be, they come up with, I'll say they use their imagination. Typically their imagination tends to make this scenario ideal. People, when they are kind of creating expectations, set those expectations high into a level that reality cannot ever exist in. Your expectations are above what reality can offer. And so what happens is markets price in expectation. And then as the event comes and expectation meets reality, price then retraces or pulls back, or whatever you want to call it, seeks out the mean, returns to maybe the real value or the true value that it should have been. Markets get excited before things and then get mad or sad after things, basically. Sometimes it's in the opposite. Sometimes people are sad before and then they get excited. Depends on the market. But that is why we experience this a lot. What we think something is going to be is always going to be better than reality. Any predictions for the summit, Meg? Am I streaming on a phone? No, Crypto Creek. You are on the mobile stream. Let's see, summit. I'll put this up here. Maybe people stop asking. I have an idea. Okay. Any predictions? So I guess we won't find out because it's closed door. But we already got the news that we have a Bitcoin and crypto, like altcoins, like strategic stockpiles, Bitcoin reserve. We got the news that these are different things, that they'll be treated differently. We got the news that no taxpayer dollars would be used to buy Bitcoin, but that seized Bitcoin would be used for the reserve. Sorry, I'm zoning out here. This was my speculation all week. This is what I said is probably reality. People are getting very ahead of themselves, as we do, and I said, let's temper expectations. Likely, it will be, we aren't going to sell the Bitcoin. $14 billion worth of Bitcoin, though, so it's not a small amount. We aren't going to sell the Bitcoin. We're going to keep the Bitcoin that we've seized, and going forward, add that to the stockpile. That's pretty much what we've seen. There is a little bit of extra language, though, and that's what the other reserves are. The other reserves are just seized assets as well. So you can hear Trump say, we're starting a Pi coin, Pi network strategic reserve, right? It does any coin, your coin. But don't get excited, because all that means is if they seize it, that they can add it to that reserve. Literally, they could say they've started it for every coin and it just doesn't matter because they don't have any coins, right? It's just an empty reserve. But with Bitcoin, they added a little extra language, and it said that Bitcoin would not be added to this, basically at the cost of the taxpayer. Meaning, or kind of reading through the lines, I think the language stated this in some way indirectly, that budget neutral ways to acquire Bitcoin are on the table. Doesn't guarantee that they will be utilized or it'll happen, but they're on the table, and that is uniquely set out for the Bitcoin reserve, not for the crypto stockpiles. Meaning there are ways that they could acquire more Bitcoin, not through seizure. That could be, technically it could be selling the altcoin reserves. Technically it could be, to buy Bitcoin, because that wouldn't be at the cost of the taxpayer. I won't start there though. I mean, that's technical. They could make cuts or allocate budget money that already existed or surplus to buying it. They could, I don't know. There's other ways that they could be budget neutral, which is a defined term in government, and acquire Bitcoin. Doesn't guarantee that they will. There you go. Other than that, I don't know. I kind of don't think that they will. I don't think that they'll say much. I think that's kind of what we'll get. I feel like XRP still don't belong in the reserve. Well, Ambrose, they're not. They're in their own things. Bitcoin is in the strategic reserve. And then there are crypto stockpile reserve stuff, and they're different. So they're not. Sol, XRP, ADA, Ethereum, like they aren't in this. They're in their own different separate thing. Issue bonds to buy Bitcoin. So Clay, there are ways they could print money. So I don't even want to get into it really. There's ways that they could acquire more Bitcoin and buy more Bitcoin. They could print money that would not be at the direct cost of the taxpayer. They could issue bonds, buy Bitcoin. There are ways they could do it. I think that the problem with saying that is that we're getting ahead of ourselves again. We're going back to earlier this week when people were saying the US is going to buy 1 million Bitcoin, right? We're getting ahead of ourselves. We're starting to overprice. Our expectations are exceeding reality again when we start to say these things will happen, or we're counting on these things. Let's stick in reality here. $14 billion worth of Bitcoin off the market. And that was $14 billion worth of Bitcoin that the government specifically stated they were going to sell and intended to sell. So that's a good thing. It's not a tomorrow moon. It's not an instant satisfaction thing, but it's a good thing. It's bullish. It's not bearish. What is Doge? The coin? I don't know why you said Pixon. Money Dodge saves and bonds debt. Does anyone know why Summit hasn't started yet? It did start, Omar. There's just no live feed. It actually started half an hour ago. I'm happy it just did. Like, Bitcoin didn't nuke, right? Bitcoin didn't nuke. That's a W. That's a W. Damn, we still have 3,000 live viewers on the mainstream. We still got about 450 on the mobile vertical stream. I knew today was going to be fire. Knew it. Didn't nuke yet, son. Didn't nuke yet. Can we check Doge? Yeah, look at Doge. Trump speaking at 3. You are correct. Yeah, let's look at Doge. Ooh, my feet are falling asleep. This music, I'm not going to lie. If I hadn't put on these tunes, I wouldn't have made it this far. We're going to look at some altcoins. We're going to look at some other stuff here. Some charts. Do me a favor. Tap that screen. Like this stream. Subscribe. Join our Discord, discord.gg/TomCrown. Check out joincrowncrypto.com. That is our exclusive premium group. Exclusive live streams daily. Trade setups. Charts, analysis, everything. All kinds of great stuff. You can get a free week trial. Joincrowncrypto.com. Like and subscribe. We're going to pull up Doge. I haven't looked at Doge BTC in a while, and actually kind of story being told. Hold up. Do not love that. Doge versus Bitcoin. Doge BTC. Lower high. Huh? All right. High. You got a high, low, lower high, lower low, downtrend. I'll say technically a higher high. Arguably double bottom. Not, I don't know. I won't call it a lower low, but we'll say higher high, double bottom, or slightly higher low. Higher high. You've begun an uptrend. I just don't like that against Bitcoin valuation you've rejected from the same trend line. Swapping that over to the USD pair, Doge looks great, I think. Has looked great. I kind of figured it would be higher by now, this part of the year, but patience. I think this is best viewed on the monthly time frame. Let's zoom out. Here we go. Last month's close actually kind of bonking stuff up here. That close under 22 sucks. Close above 22 would have been brilliant. Back test of resistance as support. That's not great. You can see on the weekly though, last week traded below, closed higher. That could happen again this week. I want to see Doge close above 22. I do not like seeing it down here in the 20s. Your major resistances are right here. Right here. I want to see Doge get up there. Line up well. Your major resistance is on Doge. It's right around here. So this is the sticky zone, right? This is the zone I don't want to see it get stuck in. I think you're okay for now. You traded, you closed above. I don't like that you've lost it. But Doge can remain very, very bullish as long as this structure is intact, right? You have a low, a higher high, higher low, higher high. All you need is another higher low, and you are back to all-time highs. That's my opinion. If you paint a higher low here and you break December, the high of December only a few months ago, you're going right to the previous all-time high. I think Doge is likely to break it this cycle. I don't think this cycle's over. But, man, I would have been way, way happier if it had closed above 22. It's got like a projectile hair in my mouth. Lovely. Really mirroring the market. Daily doesn't look great, but not much does. Most charts look like poop right now. Bitcoin slowly climbing post, this meeting start, but not even enough really to measure. Up $700, not even 1%. CRV, I have CRV pulled up. Funny enough. I think CRV. I think you could long it to 61. Cut it short. I can see that on CRV. What was it? I didn't eat lunch. I should eat lunch. We haven't looked at Link in a while. I have a feeling my chart's going to be brutalized. Net negative for the year feels bad, yeah. I mean, I'm down. I'm down from the open of the year. This is a very old chart. Ooh, this is not the chart I'm looking for. I didn't eat lunch yet. I started the stream very early. And we're still here. ENA, all right. Here we go. Wow. Link BTC, dude, you had such a strong setup. That absolutely sucks. That absolutely sucks. That was it. Dude, that's bad. That is bad. Link here looking, I'll say a lot like Doge, right? You have the base bottom, you have a higher high, higher low, higher high. You're searching for that higher low again. Any higher low here, meaning above $8. Looking good if you break 30. You break 30, you're back to all-time high. 30 being that big resistance though, kind of similar to Doge's 22 to 28 cents. Link up here, 30 to 38. Rejected price. In a tight falling channel, that's not bad. I could see this trading as low as like 1150. That actually is starting to look decent. I hate the BTC pair though. For me, that's like enough for me to be out. I'm not selling the link that I have, but like I'm good. I ain't buying more. No. Something like this, descending channel. It's a 618. I don't know. I could see the low being in here, at least for a little bit. God, we've been live for so long. I can't believe we got rugged. The crypto summit, the first one ever, started 36 minutes ago. Trump speaks in 54 minutes. But it's not, they're not advertising it, or they're not broadcasting it. Look at ETH, please, Sharon. ETH looks like poop. RSBN Rumble might be streaming it. I doubt that's so bad. Nah, that's bull. That's a BS. Dude, Ethereum looks bad. Ethereum looks worse than Bitcoin. You are building some bullish divergence on 4 hour. Maybe you have a pop back to 2,500 though. I'm still feeling that we get a pop this weekend. Or I guess into Friday. Maybe that's running out of time. It is just incredibly hard for me to be bullish on Ethereum. Ethereum has not shown any strength against Bitcoin. It continues its fall. Like, I need to see 0.3 retaken. I already have the alert there. 0.3 against Bitcoin. I don't know where all my lines went. That's okay. Until then, it looks like you're coming right back down to your low. It looks like you break your low. You're searching for that next support below you, and I got bad news. That next support is at like 0.18. Like, this is it. You wanted to hold 0.22 or 0.5. 0.25. Oh my god. 0.25. Below that, yep, 0.18. That's a pretty significant loss against Bitcoin. Like another 25% loss against Bitcoin. This looks bad. I have been pretty bearish on Ethereum this whole time. It's got to prove itself to me. Until then, not looking great. All right, how long have we been live? All right, turn this off. We do have the FOMC March 19th on this channel. It is already scheduled. It's already scheduled. You should join us for the FOMC. It's going to be even crazier than today on this channel. This was a hell of a stream. You should go to joincrowncrypto.com. You can get a free week trial of our new program. If you're looking to invest in yourself as a trader, upgrade your game, level up, check it out, joincrowncrypto.com. Get your free week trial. Check it out. See if you like it. You can use the promo code VIP to get 50% off for life if you sign up. Hopefully you guys will subscribe and like the stream. I appreciate you all coming today. I'm sorry we got rugged. The summit starts in 20? Nah. No, it doesn't. But you're making me look again. I was wrapping it up. You're making me look again, though. No, Donald Trump speaks in 50 minutes. The summit has already started. It's like 40 minutes in. Been live for a while. I feel rugged. I'm bummed that we won't get to see this. Maybe they'll have some video. I kind of doubt it. But you should tune in for the FOMC. When, you ask? When? The FOMC is March 19th, right? Oh yeah, I gotta make it public. I just made it public. Just made the stream public right now. It's on this channel. Should set alerts. We invented the FOMC stream. It's a good time. Oh my. There it is. There it is. Sorry, we all got rugged. Summit at 8 p.m. probably. Probably, eventually, someday. I don't think they're going to broadcast it. That's my real hunch. I don't think it's getting broadcast. I think it's a behind closed doors thing. I do appreciate everyone tuning in today. Get some rest. Here's the good news. We didn't dump. Honestly, had we gotten live feed of the conference, I feel like we would have dumped. That was my hunch. This is a hell of a stream. Great to see the energy. Great to see you guys out. Have a great weekend. I will see you Monday at the latest. We are live here Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Monday at the latest. But if it gets spicy, maybe before then. We'll see. Y'all the best. Join discord.gg/TomCrown. I'll see you in there.